Hello everyone. So today we'll start 5.3, that is differentiation of implicit functions. Yesterday in previous video we completed exercise 5.2. I have left out 7th and 8th problem for you as an assignment. You can try it out. And let us move on to 5.3, that is differentiation of implicit functions. Okay. In this case you need to understand the concept of implicit functions. I'll write a function. So here it is. If I write y is equal to f of x. So till now we have been differentiating functions like this. Y is equal to f of x, that is y is a function of x. So these type of functions are called explicit functions. Here y is explicitly defined as function of x. If you refer the NCERT textbook, they have given some examples in that. Let me write it. So x minus y is equal to pi. So this is the function which has been given in the textbook. X minus y is equal to pi. And how can we write it? We can write this as y is equal to pi minus x. So still this is an explicit function. Y is the function of x. I think it was given like this: x minus y minus pi is equal to 0. This is the given function in the textbook. And after making the transpose, I can write it as y is equal to pi minus x. So still this qualifies as an explicit function. This is not an implicit function. Now let us take one more example. So this is the one which I am going to write is an implicit function. X plus sin xy minus y is equal to 0. Okay. Now observe this one. In this case, I can't express this entire thing in the form of y is equal to f of x. Okay. Although y is dependent variable and x is independent variable, but here the function is not, this function cannot be defined explicitly. So explicit definition of a function is this: y is equal to f of x, or if it was x minus y minus pi is equal to 0, how can we write it? We solved it for y is equal to pi minus x. We can write like that. In this case, x plus sin xy minus y is equal to 0. So functions like these are called as implicit function. Here y has been defined implicitly as the function of x. So this is the concept of implicit function. So how to differentiate this? As I have been telling in previous videos, so every type of a function has a rule. So every type of function has a rule. So previously we saw composite function can be differentiated by the method of chain rule, and product function quotient we have already solved it. Now there is another rule to differentiate implicit function. So this rule is very simple. Okay, to solve implicit functions we need not bother too much. This rule is very simple. I am going to explain it now, and then we will start exercise 5.3. Okay, I'll write some more examples of implicit function before going forward. We can write like this: cos x minus 2xy plus sin y is equal to 0. So this is also a function where we cannot express y is equal to f of x. So the dependent variable and independent variable both are combined here. So it's very difficult to express it in the form of y is equal to f of x. So these type of functions are called as implicit function. This is another example of implicit function, or we can write log xy minus 2 e power xy is equal to cos y. Now this is another example of implicit function. Okay, I hope now you can differentiate between an implicit function and explicit function. So in case of explicit function, we have been finding the derivatives, we can easily differentiate. So in implicit function, when we have an implicit function, let us see how to differentiate. Okay, the concept is very simple. To find implicit function, to find the derivative of implicit function. Okay, so I'll run this. Okay, so say I want to find the derivative of sin y, or let us say I want to find the derivative of y. We used to write y is equal to f of x, and when we find the derivative, what we'll write? Dy by dx is equal to f dash of x. I am talking about this function. If I want to differentiate this, I will write like this: dy by dx, that is differentiation of y with respect to x, is equal to f dash of x. F dash of x refers to derivative of this function. Okay. So now say I have sin y. I want to find the derivative of sin y. Okay, we will take some other function. We have been writing only sin. Let us take tan y. Or I can write, here I will write log y. Then y square. Okay, I just want to show you how do we differentiate implicit functions. Now this is the function derivative of tan x. Derivative of tan x is secant square x. But in this case we have tan y. Now this is where the concept of implicit function comes. Tan y, differentiation of this is secant square y into dy by dx. It is so simple. Whenever you see a function involving the term y, just end it with dy by dx. So in this exercise 5.3, throughout this exercise we are going to make use of this technique. This is what we use in differentiating implicit functions. Now log y, differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Okay. Differentiation of log y is 1 by y into dy by dx. Just end it with the dy by dx. You have to differentiate both things. So why am I writing dy by dx here is, now say I have tan x. Tan x, differentiation of tan x is secant square x. And then when we end it, differentiation of x is 1. We have seen it in previous videos. So differentiation of x is 1. So if I write into 1, the same thing remains, secant square x into 1. In this case, differentiation of y is not 1. Differentiation of y is dy by dx. So that is the reason we write dy by dx. Okay. Now y square, differentiation of x square is 2x and differentiation of y square is 2y into dy by dx. First differentiate as per the rule, that is differentiation of x square, formula, that is x raised to n into x raised to n minus 1. If we use that formula, differentiation of x square will get 2x. Now differentiation of y square is 2y into, differentiate this y term, 2y into dy by dx. Okay, this is the concept. How to write how to write the derivative of implicit functions. Okay, I hope you understood this concept. Now we shall move on to exercise 5.3. Okay, 5.3. This exercise is completely based on implicit function. This exercise is completely based on implicit functions. So let us see what are those problems given in this. So first one I will solve. Exercise 5.3. Question number 1. Find dy by dx for 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Okay. So let us begin. Here we cannot take let y is equal to so and so because this is a implicit function. We can still take 3y is equal to sin x minus 2x, y is equal to sin x minus 2x by 3. And then we can use quotient rule. But instead of that, we will solve in a direct way. First step what I will write? Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. So let us begin. Differentiation of 2x is 2. That is constant into function. Derivative of these kind of functions is constant into differentiation of function. So constant I have written as it is into differentiation of function. Differentiation of x is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. That is why differentiation of 2x is 2. Plus same thing here, constant into function. So write constant into differentiation of function, that is differentiation of y. Differentiation of y is dy by dx. This is equal to sin x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Okay. Next, rearrange the terms. You should make dy by dx terms aside and other terms aside so that you can find dy by dx. Now I will write this dy by dx term here, that is 3 dy by dx is equal to cos x. I will send this 2 to RHS, cos x minus 2. So finally we can find dy by dx here. Dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2 divided by this 3 will come to denominator. So this is your final answer. This is the derivative of 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Okay. Now let us move on. Second question. Okay, second question, there is a slight change, that is instead of sin x it is sin y. Okay. What makes the second question different from first question is the simplification part. As I said, we have to rearrange the terms. We have to separate dy by dx and other terms, and then we have to simplify to find dy by dx. So let us see. Here we have sin y. So differentiation of sin y will be cos y into dy by dx. Cos y into dy by dx. Okay. So from here what you have to do is you just have to simplify the terms. Let this 2 be as it is. I will send this to RHS. So cos y 2 is equal to cos y. This will be as it is, cos y into dy by dx minus 3 dy by dx. This 3 dy by dx I have taken it to RHS. Now 2 is equal to, in both the terms take dy by dx as common. So when I take dy by dx as common term, what is left out? Cos y minus 3. So cos y minus 3. Okay. Next step, we have to find dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to cos y minus 3. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not the case. 2 divided by, send this to denominator, cos y minus 3. Okay. So this is the final answer. This is how you simplify the second question. Only difference was, instead of sin x, it was sin y. So this was the change in the answer. Okay. So let us move on to third question. Question number 3, that is ax plus by square is equal to cos y. Ax plus by square is equal to cos y. Okay. So first step, differentiate with respect to x. If you differentiate the function with respect to x, what will get? Differentiation of ax, that is constant into function. So differentiation of ax is a plus by square. Again, this is of the form constant into function. So write the constant first and differentiation of y square. This one we have discussed already. Differentiation of y square is what? 2y into dy by dx, which is equal to differentiate cos y. How will you differentiate cos y? First differentiate the cos function. So you will get minus sin y, because differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Differentiation of cos y will be minus sin y into dy by dx. Minus sin y into dy by dx. Next step. So as you know what we have to do here, that is rearrange the entire terms. Okay, separate dy by dx terms from other terms. Here other term I mean is a. Okay, this one we'll take here and we'll send this to RHS. So I'll write it as 2by into dy by dx, and this one I'll write here plus sin y into dy by dx is equal to, I will send this a to RHS, this will become minus a. Okay. Next, in these two terms, take out dy by dx as common term. Dy by dx as common. So what is left out? 2by plus sin y is equal to minus a. Now send this to denominator. That will be your final answer. Dy by dx is equal to minus a divided by 2by plus sin y. Okay. This is your final answer. This is how you have to solve the third question. Next, question number 4. Okay, question number 4 is xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. Question number 4, xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus y. Xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus y. Okay, this is a different type of question. Here we have x and y, two different functions. So this has to be solved in the form of product rule, u into v. Okay, most of the times what I have observed, the common mistake students do is they write x into dy by dx, or they will differentiate this. They will get 1, differentiation of x is 1 and differentiation of y is dy by dx. They will write it as dy by dx. This is a common mistake I have observed. So please don't do that, because x and y, these two are two different functions. So this has to be solved in the form of product rule, okay, by using product rule. So let us see how to differentiate this. First step, what you have to write as usual, differentiate with respect to x. Okay, now differentiate this using product rule, u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. So u is x and v is y. So u into dv by dx, differentiation of y, x into dy by dx, x into dy by dx plus y into differentiation of x, differentiation of x is 1, plus differentiation of y square, differentiation of y square is 2y into dy by dx is equal to differentiation of tan x, differentiation of tan x is secant square x, plus differentiation of y, differentiation of y is dy by dx. Okay, so this is how we have to differentiate. So next, separate the terms. So what I am going to do is, I will move out this y to RHS and I will take this dy by dx to LHS, so that all dy by dx terms will be at the LHS and other terms will be at RHS. Okay, so let's do that. X into dy by dx, then plus 2y into dy by dx, take this to LHS, that is minus dy by dx is equal to, this secant square x will remain as it is at RHS and this y will move to RHS. So here it is plus, when I move it, it will become minus secant square x minus y. So next step, we have dy by dx common in these three terms, so take out dy by dx as common term. Okay, here it is dy by dx into what is left out, x plus 2y, here this will be minus 1, x plus 2y minus 1, this is equal to secant square x minus y. So at last we have to write the final answer, that is dy by dx is equal to secant square x minus y divided by x plus 2y minus 1. Okay, this is the solution for question number 4. So let's move on, we will solve fifth question. Okay, question number 5. So question number 5 says x square plus xy plus y square is equal to 100. X square plus xy plus y square is equal to 100. X square plus xy plus y square is equal to 100. Okay, so let us solve this. So as usual, write the first step, differentiating with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, excuse me. So differentiation of x square is 2x plus, and this is of product form, this is in the form of a product. So use product rule, that is u is x into differentiation of v, v dash. Now I can write it as x into dy by dx plus y into 1, y into differentiation of x, u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx plus y square. Differentiation of y square is 2y into dy by dx is equal to differentiation of 100. 100 is a constant. So differentiation of constant is 0. So write it as 0. Next thing, simplify this. So what I will do here is, I will keep dy by dx terms here at LHS part, and I will set this 2x and y to RHS. So what we will get? First term with that remains here is x into dy by dx plus 2y into dy by dx is equal to minus 2x minus y, minus 2x minus y. So I have sent this 2x and y to RHS. I have just transposed. Next step, in these two terms take out dy by dx as common. So dy by dx into what is left out, x plus 2y is equal to, here I will take out minus sign. So this will become 2x plus y. Final answer, dy by dx is equal to minus of 2x plus y divided by x plus 2y. This is how you have to solve. Here the concept is very simple. Wherever you get the term y, just end it with dy by dx, and then what you have to do is, so after differentiating, separate the dy by dx terms and other terms. Later take dy by dx common, and then you know what to do. You just have to simplify to get the answer. Okay. So these were some 5 problems I solved in exercise 5.3. So question number 6 and 7 I will leave it to you. They are very much similar. And the 7th question, what you have to observe is, pi has been given. Pi is a constant, so differentiation of pi will also be 0. Just keep it in mind and differentiate, so you will get the correct answer. Okay. So we'll meet in the next video with question number 8. Until then, take care. Bye.